can taste you. I can taste you. I can taste.
Welcome back to the channel, guys. We are the Digital Asset Research Team, and in today's video we're going to provide further analysis on Bitcoin. It's been moving today and it's following on from yesterday's video, so let's have a look. So in yesterday's video we seen that we had a huge move down coming back from last November, all the way back down, and then we started to form an upward rising channel since January of this year, early January this year, and the area that we were looking at yesterday was this trend line here. And we've seen that we managed to break below in these two areas, but price action pushed them back up, causing a capitulation wick. And yesterday's video we were looking at a big red candle pushing down to the downside, and we were at an area of indecision where we either closed below, which would indicate weakness, or similar to these two times we got a push upwards, which we managed to get. That's followed up now by highs of today so far. No, today's not finished yet, and this is on a daily time frame, so this is something to look out for. But we're starting to see strength. We're starting to see the strength that we wanted. So if we have a look on the 4 hour, we can decipher exactly what's happening in the shorter term, and we can see that we're at an area now where price is reacting to previous highs. So what I want to see is a break above and a close above this level, and then hopefully a pullback or a retest. We'll see that the stochastics are a little bit overheated on the 4 hour. The 8 hours, it's nearly overbought. Sorry, on the 8 hour. 12 hours overbought. So what we're likely to get is a bit of a pullback here, something similar to that, and then hopefully resistance becomes support and a continuation up. But we've really got to see, ideally in this candle or within the next couple of candles, like I say, this is on the 4 hour, we'd like to see a close above that, and that'd show great strength there to break that resistance barrier. So we're still a little bit oversold on the shorter time frames. One thing that I like to do in a confirmation, one of my confirmation rules, I'd like to see a pullback on the shorter time frame. Now, if I'm trading the daily and the 4 hour, what I'd like to see is on the 1 hour chart a double bottom and a confirmation double bottom. So what I'd want is something like this. So you come back, this will give the stochastics chance to come back down to oversold levels or mid-range levels, hit a bottom, come back, test the bottom again as confirmation, and then I'd look for a higher high, higher close candle before entry. I'd then have minimal risk to reward as well. So just an example, if I were to trade this and price action did end up here, this is all hypothetical, I'd want a minimum of 1 to 1. So if I was testing for previous highs, stop loss below this level, you see I get a greater than 1 to 1 on there. One thing that I do use is an ATR as well, which is it's a very clever indicator actually, and the way that we would use that is depending on what ATR limit you'd want below the lows of the previous low. As an example, if it was here, you've got your higher high, higher close candle, that's at 621. You just add your ATR at the current level, which would be 312. You just add 312 to the 621, so that would be 934, give or take. So you're still managing to get your 1 to 1 risk to reward, and you might have take profit limit 1, and then you might have take profit limit 2 at these levels here, which is the previous swing low. one thing that I do like to do rather than take off 50-50 is I like to take 2/3 of my profit off take profit 1 and 1/3 at take profit 2. We're likely to hit this one more than that one, so it makes sense to me to take the majority off the table at these levels. Price action could come further up here. We could get a big candle, and by the time we had the candle close, the higher high could push us out of my 1-to-1 risk to reward, which would mean I wouldn't be able to take this. So that's just a couple of things that I like to do before I'm entering into a trade, just to analyse my risk to reward. So applying good risk management is always a good thing. In fact, it's probably one of the most important things. So I hope you like the analysis, guys. I actually will skip back to the daily and have a look at. So the levels that we're looking at now, if we can get a confirmation, close above this level on the daily. So we're back to the daily candle now. If we can manage to get that, levels that I'll be looking at for take profits would be in the region of between 44.5 and 45.5 take profit 1. And between 47 and 48.5 take profit 2. It's not to say it's not going to go up there and continue to the top of this range. It's not to say that it's even going to reach these levels next before a pullback. But we're just looking at what the price chart's telling us. We've got indicators on the daily which should just come from oversold, and it looks like they're making a move up, and you'll see in other areas previously where that's happened recently within this channel. We've got this move here, big move up. You've got this here, big move up. So it's this one here. This is one of the midway levels. It just managed to touch the oversold, but then we've got a continuation back up from that. So something to look out for. It's just things that add to the weight of the trade. Well, I hope you like the analysis anyway on this on Bitcoin, guys. So basically, it's just this is the level that we're looking at. If we can get a close above the 41,644 level, which coincides with the previous high that we've been trying to break, it shows great strength. We're starting to get a little bit of volume in the market. Not a lot of volume, but we possibly could get that on the retest. So hope you like the analysis, guys. Many thanks. Bye.
I can taste